All right, bang, bang. Welcome to the Dave Portnoy Show with Eddie and Company, presented by Trade Zero. Dave, you love Trade Zero.
Yeah, I use them. They're my trading platform. Today we got a good day. Pen's up a little bit. Got a new target price of 150. Buzz is up. So everything's going well. Trade Zero. Use tradezero.us/Dave. You can get 5 months of the pro trading practice for free. Package for free. $10 sliced pizza gift card, $305 in value because I missed it 305. Sorry, Pitbull. Initial account minimum $2,500. Don't just trade Zero. I've had no problems, no downtime with this one. E-Trade, I couldn't keep the thing up. I was too big. Big boy pockets, they couldn't handle it. Trade Zero has been responsive anytime I have any issues. On top of everything, they fight for me, so I highly recommend it. And again, I was using them before, these ads. So again, I do have good things to say about Trade Zero.
Beautiful. Big show today. We got Brooks Koepka coming on in a second here. Mr. Ice will also be joining the show at some point. You seem a little chipper, though. We're doing good over there today?
No, I'm not chipper.
No?
Nope.
You seem like in a better mood than usual.
I'm not.
Oh, so you're in a bad mood.
I wouldn't say I'm bad, but I'm certainly not better than usual.
Why? Davey Day Night's not hitting? You're just...
Yeah, that bet that I'm doing 0-9. People think I'm losing it on purpose. I'm not, and I keep coming up with things to give an advantage to the player, but I can't. At this point, the Day Night parlay, which is 0-9, it has ridiculously juiced odds now. And if I sweep or get swept, you win. So it's we're doing everything we can here to get on the board, and just can't do it yet. But no, I don't know. I'm average. Like Miami, I'm trying to settle into this lifestyle, and I'm not doing it the best because the weekends are hard on my older body. So
I bet it once. Can you guess which day I bet it?
Was it the day I almost won, or the day that we lost 10-0 in the first?
The day that we lost 10-0 in the first.
I mean, that was over before you blink. We gave a free, so you got the free one the next day. But I mean, I've been losing fast, first game. Even yesterday, I lost the first game, but since it switched, I had a chance. I was 2-0, and I ended up being 2-2. But the D-Rays had a chance to win late to push it to 3-0 and didn't get it done. They had second, third, one out in the eighth. So, yeah, it's not been great.
I'm on it today. I got to ride it out now because you're bound to hit it.
You got to ride it out.
Yeah.
You got to ride it out. And tomorrow it gets even better if we don't win, where there'll be true odds. So the sweep odds should always be higher. I mean, the get swept because I'm picking favorites, but we had to get it approved. So we are working for the player, but it doesn't matter if you just keep throwing the ball into the gutter. What do they call the gutter in bowling?
Like bumpers?
Real bowlers. What?
Oh, like real bowlers, what do they call it?
It's a great name.
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm Googling it.
Wait, so you said it's you're adjusting? How's everything? What's going wrong? Is something going wrong?
No, nothing's going wrong. I've been spending a lot of time with Silvana, who you ask me about every week, and
ooh, we got.
She just
today.
doesn't like to sleep when she goes out. She's somebody who likes to sweep the floors. So I like to go home. So I'm getting used to that a little bit.
So I mean, I guess we'll do that then. The Miami stay is coming to an end here. What's the? Is this summer camp, or is everything done at the end, or what?
What do you mean? You say goodbye, and no, it isn't. I think we're gonna try to hang out after, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Yeah. She's going to the Derby with me, so that's a big step.
So did you decide? I know we're gonna talk about with Elio too. Who you going? Is it
Elio
Rodgers?
and Silvana?
No, Rodgers.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. When I see him, it's gonna be awkward. I talked to him, and I was because I couldn't get tickets. I tried. I mean, I could, but Churchill Downs, for whatever reason, the only place my influence does not extend to is getting horse racing tickets. I get them, but I get them through friends who are connected, not through Churchill Downs. Rarely does the track take care of me. Rarely, the Breeders' Cup will have celebrities there. They don't count me as one of them. It's very odd because I'm not being arrogant. I'm not obviously bigger than Aaron Rodgers and people like that, but they'll have celebrities who are far less, influential or well-known or in the news as I am, who don't care about horse racing, and they'll hook them up, not me. So Churchill Downs had like a couple places, but I go with Elio, and Elio and I don't want to be in a fancy-pantsy place where we can't see the race. We need a program, a TV, and we want to watch. We're horse people. So Aaron gets the red carpet rolled out for him. He goes every year. I know where he sits. He sits in the best section. I thought we're like buddy. I'm like, hey, you going to the Derby? He's like, I don't know. I kind of forgot about it. I'm like, well, I want to go. Can you get a table? He's like, yeah, that'd be fun. Let me talk to my guy. Ghosted me. And then I heard through the grapevine he's going. He's posting, through the grapevine, they posted pictures. Never. So I'll see him there. It'll be awkward. Don't worry, Aaron. I have my own people who took care of me. So I'll have a very good table. It'll be me, Silvana, Brad Weisborg, who's a great guy, and we'll have good seats. And my guy, Mike Rapoli, who hit me up after as well, who I am very good friends with, he has a horse running in the Derby, so he has a huge crew going. So it's going to be fun. I mean, I'm glad I'm going.
See, you turn your back on some day one guys, me, Big Cat, Chicago guys, and you went with Aaron Rodgers, and you're getting stiffed already.
I didn't turn my back. I couldn't get tickets. I needed tickets. And by the way, it was never turned my back on, no offense to you guys, have we ever gone to a horse race together?
No.
So, I mean, I was always going with Elio.
Yeah. No, I know. I was more so alluding to when you first started the friendship. You're like, oh, I'm done with you guys. Aaron Rodgers is my new best friend. That's what I meant.
Well, yeah, no, I was wrong.
There we go.
I thought he was going to be like excited to go with me. And I'm like, I got one buddy, we'll go, and just nothing. Ghost.
Hey, he's doing Jeopardy and shit now.
Come on.
No, but that's actually a good question. I have like this theory, and I want to ask you that too. Jeopardy, and he's still got good years left in him. That's like the most retirable job ever, right? Like he could quit now, and that would still be a good move.
Yeah, I mean, why would he want to do that? It seems like a lot of work, a lot of preparation. We should have him on the show to ask him that. But I mean, the guy's going to have more money than God. I don't know why you'd want to do that. But yeah, it's a great job. Right?
It's not like the booth or for Fox or CBS. Like we're like, ton of people do that. You replace Trebek. That's you could retire and feel okay.
Where do they film that? LA, I assume?
I believe so.
He doesn't strike me as a guy who wants to live in LA, but maybe I'm wrong.
He's from California.
That's a good point.
We just forgot that?
No, but I mean, listen, there's a lot of places, and you can be from upstate New York. That doesn't mean you're living in New York City.
Sure. So about Brooks, we're waiting for him here now. Can we lay the groundwork? How did this happen? What's going on, Brooks Koepka?
Yeah, sure, we can lay the groundwork. So, I do have a question for him. Essentially, and my brain's not firing on all pistons. I blame it on the weekend. There was something posted. Oh, we're talking about collectibles because, as we know, my signature just sold one of them on a baseball card for $15,000. And the people who did it, the collectible company, tagged me hey, we have this for sale. And you've been with me, Eddie. I've signed 1 million of these cards. They're not the ones with the purple bathing suit in it, which to me is the exclusive one. It's just a card. I have literally a stack of them at my house, 100 of them, because I got them when they came out. And this one sold for $15,000. I guess it's perfect condition, whatever. $15,000 for the card. I said, if you really want the good signatures, what you need is my early signature when I rarely got asked and had more time, in which I always signed it, my name, Keep Surfing, which I don't know why. I was Point Break. I loved it. And the Pirate Dog. Some variation. That was the true, I gave it to somebody who I considered a fan, not autograph hawkers. So I said that, and somebody tweeted at me, what about this? And it was the flag from Shinnecock the year I won the U.S. Open. And not only did I sign it with the Pirate Dog, no Keep Surfing, the Pirate Dog, and Big Cat also signed it. Now that is worth money if it was put on the market. To me, if you think a Barstool collectible is worth something, that's worth something. It's I think we did 10 of them total. So that's all. And Brooks Koepka from the clouds is it would be worth more if my signature was on it. That's the year he won the U.S. Open. Not so fast, Brooks. I won the U.S. Open. So somebody on Viva La Stool was I think we got enough U.S. Open champions, and put a little picture of me putting, to which Brooks replied, I would beat you, lefty. No, you wouldn't, Brooks. That's what I said. Now, then it started getting a little heated. Not heated, but he's I bet you $250,000 to the charity of our choice, essentially, that I can beat you, lefty. I called my guy Frankie Borelli because I know Frankie told me a story of playing Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson played lefty, and we talked about it for like half an hour on how good he was lefty. And we're like, how is that possible? How can someone just do that? And Frankie's like, well, it wasn't new. Dustin's done it before. He's played. I'm like, okay, that's a little different. And I asked Frankie, can Brooks Koepka play lefty? He's like, no, I don't think so. I've never heard that. So I'm like, all right, we'll do it. Now, later we see this video of him hitting a golf ball left-handed, 290, nutted down the center of the fairway. So I don't know how much background, and I've gotten some intel, but the bet is on. So that's where we stand. When is he willing to do it? When can we do it? I'm not quite sure.
It sounds like he's here. It sounds like he's here, so let's bring him in. How about that?
And now keep in mind, I went on a double date with this man before anybody knew who he was, and I carried the date, Eddie. So let's just say that. I know that. I've seen him mental. Like, I don't trust golfers' mental capacity on the course. I think there's a lot of country club guys, and there's not a whole lot of guys who are going to go full-blown mental Armageddon.
Is that true, Brooks? Did he carry that double date?
I did.
He did. I will say. I've never denied that. But first off, it was no double date. That's for
what
sure.
was it? It was 100% a double date.
There was 6, 7, 8 people there.
No, there wasn't.
And we just showed up real quick at the end.
Dude, there was 4 people there. There was 4 people there.
No, there was more than 4 people.
That is just not true. I confirmed it after. There's 4 people. You didn't say a word. I went into my bag of tricks. It was like when you got to go to the long relief in like the 3rd inning. That's what I'm doing. Like this guy. And you hadn't like broken into the mainstream yet at that point. It was almost like a week or 2 before I think you won a major.
Oh yeah. Now you're claiming good luck charm now?
No, I'm just saying it was. I was like, who is this guy? He's not carrying his weight at all right now.
No, I did turtle. I've never denied that.
And it was 4 people. We were at, I feel like we're at maybe Mr. Purple, like upstairs.
I think it was a rooftop somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. I left that being like, this guy's never going to win a tournament in his life. They're like, he's a pro golfer. I was like, come on, what are we dealing with here? And then he won like 2 weeks later. All right. So the question, how much do you play? I don't know if you heard that before we made this bet, I reached out to Frankie for foreplay. I'm like, can Brooks play lefty? Because they did something with Dustin Johnson, and he was able to play lefty. And then they're like, yeah, he's played lefty. And I was trying to figure out whether you have. So what's your deal? Because I saw that video.
I don't think I've played 18 holes of left-handed golf. I've definitely played like 9, 12 holes, just messing around with my boys. I think even one time we played out of like Granite Links in
that's near me. That's in like Boston area.
Yeah, I played with them. I think left-handed for a few holes. I don't think it was fully 18, but I don't know. It'd be the first time I actually play 18 left-handed. Would be with you.
Why did I hear somebody say you like shot an even round lefty? Is that just total lies?
No, they're lying to you.
Okay, so then I'm getting some intel because your people that you think are your people may actually be my people. And they're like, yeah, he can hit it far, but he's going to spray it. It almost sounded like you may just be a mirror image of me playing lefty, which I can hit it far, but I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I have no idea where it's going. That's why it's going to be a good match. That's why I can't wait to take the 250.
I'm pretty confident because, as I said, like, golfers are weak mentally.
Nah.
Yeah.
You and Brandel are on that same train.
Who?
Brandel, Chambly.
No, listen, but he's a decent example. Like, these are country club guys who grow up isolated. How many of them went to public high schools? Probably like 2 of them.
It's a good thing then that I'm not one of those country club guys.
Right, but you're not used to it. You're not used to it. I use the term mental Armageddon. Like, I'll yell fucking boo. I'll bring a shotgun in your backswing. Like, everything is in play.
Okay, I love this. Everything's in play then.
Everything is in play. Like, you can't grab somebody's club, but this is anything that you can do here to get an advantage is in play.
Yeah, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
There's no cheating, no kicking the ball, but like, you can do anything to distract. Things that, like, you golfers, like Justin Thomas, who I know is friends of the program, like if somebody chews their gum loudly in the background, he wants them kicked out of the tournament.
He's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, so that ain't happening.
None of that. None of that.
Okay.
None of that.
All right. So
Everything is fair game.
When are we doing this?
I'm trying to think. I'll be up there because I got to play Travelers, which is in Connecticut later. It's like a week after the U.S. Open.
Okay.
And you're going to be what, Hamptons?
I'll be in the Hamptons most of the summer, but I mean, I can. I've been known to travel.
I think if we're both up there, we find a place, common ground, we do it.
Okay. All right. As two, we're gonna have like some sort of live stream. What I've seen odds all over, like fake odds companies had you at like -700. You just that one shot that you put in that video, was that a one take drive? Did you do that in one take or did you do a bunch?
No, we hit a bunch. I just picked the best of the bunch.
All right. See, I'm not. I actually feel pretty good.
I impress everybody at Topgolf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, the other question I have, and there's been back and forth, and I've heard two things. So the PGA came out with this like 40 million jackpot for whoever is like, I guess, some algorithm to making the most noise on social media. You come up with this idea. This is going to make noise. Was that at all part of this?
No, that wasn't part of this, but when you just start talking about how much your flag is worth, it was just an easy target.
Well, I did win the U.S. Open that year, and I won it pretty handily.
I still think my autograph framed hanging in your office worth way more.
Well, we can add that. You know what? We should just add that to the pool. Wherever we play, we'll get a flag, sign it, auction it off, and that can go towards the charity as well.
I love it. And two, how about this? Let's do something where if you need a mulligan, because I'm pretty sure you're going to need one, but you got to buy it the mulligan.
Fine. Like, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
How many mulligans?
Who?
That's big.
You could do an escalating price scale.
Now we're getting interesting.
And by the way, we also have to pick a course. Like the reason people said I wouldn't be able to win the U.S. Open at Shinnecock is people thought it was too long for me. They thought there were certain holes that no matter if I had like off the tee, I could have sat there all day and I just can't carry certain things. We can't have that. We can't have any hole where I physically cannot, like I need to drive something.
If you wanted to putt it off the tee box, you could putt it off the tee box.
Well, if there's a hole that I have to carry 300 yards, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah. I can't carry it 300 either, so I'm not choosing that.
Okay. All right. So we've had a lot of people reach out for the course. So you're saying the weekend after the Travelers.
Yeah, I think it's something around that, whether it be during the week, whatever. I think we can make the people happy somewhere around there. Now,
you're injury prone. So what happens if we book this and you get injured? Is that a dub for me?
I'm in here rehabbing right now, making sure I can do this. This interview is coming from me rehabbing to make sure that I can play you.
Okay, good. See? That's what I want. Want. Eddie, who do you think's going to win this? Based on what he just said about his game, I think I am. I'm going to practice. I'm going to tighten the screws.
You've played more left-handed than I ever have in my entire life. You should be better.
No argument here.
Yep.
I think Brooks is pulling a fast one. I think he's played more lefty than you realize. That's what I think.
I don't know. No. I mean, I've got him. I already know I've got him.
But all right, you can't just, unless I'm a lunatic or delusional, I don't care how good you are righty, you can't just pick up a club and swing like that lefty. That's like a baseball player. I don't care if he's Ty Cobb. You can't just go to the other side without practice. That swing looked like you practiced.
I barely practice. I might do it 15 times a year where I actually grab a club left-handed and start hitting them.
That smells like a lie.
And I'm still going to get you.
Smells like a lie. I don't think you are. I mean, $250,000. That's a decent amount of money. I'm not just throwing it to your charity. So, what would you say the odds are? I honestly think it's close to even. I think he's going to be longer than me. I'm going to be maybe more consistent, but mentally, I just think I'm going to wear him down, Eddie.
I think he'll be good on the green too.
Why will he be good on the green?
I've seen him putt. You know how many takes it took him to make a 20-footer? Did you see?
I did see that. I did see that.
Yeah, but who cares? Like that's because
he's on the 17th green taking 30 putts.
That's a simpleton answer. I knew I had unlimited putts, so I didn't care. I'm just rifle, and now I'll get it close. I'll tap in. I'll take my par, bogey, walk to the next.
Okay, all right, I respect that.
So I'm pretty confident about it. I think the biggest issue here is your knee.
No, I mean, I've got Big Cat carrying the bag for me, TFT carrying the bag. So
I think that's going to end up hurting you.
I mean, all they've got to do is 9 holes. I mean, the bag weighs more than Frankie.
Frankie's, though, he had a quote today that once he knows the course, he's going to basically go sleep there. Like, he's going to know everything, every angle. You have 2 guys who think this is a game, not to be like Rocky, but it's not. This ain't no show. This is like a damn.
It's between the ears.
Team Portnoy's taking this like very seriously. You got guys for a living who make jokes. That's fine. I like my chances.
Okay. All right. I'm really interested to see the golf course. Which one we're going to play?
Yeah. So you'll come. You said you'd come to the Hamptons.
I mean, it's a possibility.
You can stay at my house.
That's not.
Why? That was a nice fucking offer. I retract
that was
it.
A nice offer.
Put that on the record, Eddie. Strike that. He's not allowed. He's not invited anymore.
You don't want to do another double date?
Offer. That was a nice fucking offer. I'm trying to be a nice guy.
Yeah, we could do it. See, winner could get a double date. You could
double
get
date.
That
Yeah, I saw that little Bronco photo you posted. When'd you get that? When'd you get that Bronco?
I don't know. I've had it 2 years.
Did you have to wait in line for it, or you bought it right away?
No, didn't have to wait in line.
Yeah. Okay. It's probably a piece of shit. No, he's not invited, Eddie. He can get a hotel. He can get a hotel.
I can't stay with you the night before I just kick your ass.
Good luck. It's summer in the Hamptons. It's tough to find places. You find a place that you're on your own. You're on your own.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
All right. So
I'll be on my own, but we find a place somewhere out there.
Yep. There's a lot of golf courses out there. I'm sure a lot of places would love to have you there. So we'll figure it out.
Yep. And anything is fair game.
Anything is fair game. Anything's fair game. We're playing golf the way normal people play it, not in hushed silence where crowds can't boo or make noises because everyone's mentally soft. Yeah, okay.
Basically, it's going to be 10 times bigger than the event that Tiger did with all those guys to match.
Yeah, correct.
It would be bigger than that.
It's going to be permanently if people find out, like, what's it, the 16th hole at Scottsdale?
Yeah, definitely bigger than that.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited,
I love it.
And I love my chances.
I love it. So the only thing we got to narrow down is what course. I love it. I'll even, you know what? How about this? I feel so confident I'll let you pick the course.
That's fine. I don't think that really matters.
Okay.
We'll find a course near the Hamptons. Perfect.
All right.
Or maybe I'll even go near Nantucket.
That week after Travels.
Okay. I'm on it.
Mark that down.
I will. It's done. Good luck getting that knee right. Don't be like that Casey guy either. Like, I need a cart. No. We walk.
No, we walk. I'm not Jose. I'm not just going to show up and take my million and bounce. I'm there. Okay. I'm going to win.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Go
work out.
Can't
go
wait.
Do whatever you do. Go. Like get mentally in the zone.
Oh yeah, I will.
All right.
Get right. All right. Thanks,
See
boys.
Ya. Thanks, Brooks.
I'm gonna beat him. He's still there. He heard that.
So you're more or less confident after that?
More.
He's in the trainer's room.
I don't think he has it in him to lie, Eddie.
He's in the trainer's room.
I'm gonna start getting I'm gonna tighten the screws. Like that's what Riggs didn't get. Like if I tighten the screws, I think I can get to myself under 100. I don't think he can do that, Lefty.
I think that's a bigger deal than you think. He lets you pick the course. You should text Frankie, be like, Frankie, what's your best scouted out course near the Hamptons?
I don't know though what's in our advantage and what's in his, to be honest.
True, and he probably has a good source on these courses as well, I would assume.
Yeah.
So
Did you see the way he scoffed at me when like he wants to stay at my place? Then I thought that was a very generous offer.
That was as genuine as you can be, and he
generous
did not
offer. He just laughed at it.
Didn't even think about it for a second.
I hope he fucking stays in a fucking Red Roof Inn.
A La Quinta.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Black Rifle for a second, Dave, and then let's bring in Mr. Rice. Hopefully he's here.
Okay. Black Rifle Coffee, a veteran-owned coffee company serving premium coffee to people who love America. Veteran CEO, founder Evan Hafer spent 7 years on the ground overseas with the U.S. Special Forces and as a CIA contractor. You always got to support companies like this. I don't think anybody can truly understand what it's like to, serve and be overseas and everything that goes into protecting this country. So when they start a company and everything, all things being equal, I always try to support them. And it's great coffee. So best way to enjoy Black Rifle coffee, join the coffee club, pick the perfect roast, how much, and when you want delivered to your door. They take care of the rest. Free shipping, discounts on partner brands, early access to new products, club exclusives. Go to blackriflecoffee.com/Dave. Use the code Dave today. Get the freshest coffee in America shipped to you. blackriflecoffee.com/Dave. The mug is fire.
Good mug. Good mug. All right, Mr. Rice, I think he's figuring out how to join. So we'll see if he's here in a second. Well, he texted me back. He said he's about to join. So, I mean, hilarious text. I was in the chat when it originally happened about the hit piece and how fired up he was.
Wow.
So
that lady has gone. She interviewed Hammy.
Interviewed her? Like, she actually got Hammy?
Uh-huh.
And did Hammy tell you that, or you heard
Yeah.
from another source?
No, she told me.
Is that good
I'm
or bad?
getting people reaching out. DevNest reached out to me. Bubbly Gang, you name it. She's going, people I don't even know. She's going so deep. So deep. I don't know. And the way we've done it, it's like so I've gotten to a point where I've had a bunch of different people ask to do like big features on me. She was one of them. And the Business Insider hasn't traditionally been like mean to me or anything, but it's the same thing lately. Whenever I agree to this, the reporters are nice. And then at the end, they turn mean. It's a hit piece. So I don't need any more publicity, or I'm not looking for it. So I just say, no, I'm not interested. I thought she wouldn't do it. She's doing it. Nobody who's a friend of mine or likes me is doing the interviews. It's only people who don't like me and Elio. Like the Atlantic asked to do, they wanted to do like a huge thing, like cover on me. The Atlantic, what do you think? I was born yesterday? Like, I'm sure that'll turn out well.
We got to pull up the at least splice it in, Michelangelo, to the text where he said he was so proud too. He was like,
yeah,
send me the check.
He's like, I just did 20 minutes on this thing. It's like it's a hit piece, dude. Like, way to go.
Is he coming in? Does anybody got a line on him? He texted me, yes. Oh, he's not in the waiting room? He said yes, so I don't know. We'll see. That's are you worried about it or no?
Listen, if she's trying to find girls I've sent weird DMs to over the course of the past decade, you're going to find weird DMs where it's like you're sexting or saying shit. But so if you stack those up, I'm sure I could look like a fucking weirdo, but they're not weird in how they're going. Like there was one girl who reached out, the one that I put, right? Like the one that I'm like, this is crazy. I didn't know who that girl was. I look back, we had 2 texts from 2000 DMs from 2019. And then I guess she made a TikTok about me. And I didn't know that, but it's like, I didn't even know who that person was. I didn't interact with this person. If you're reaching out to anybody who I'm friends with, like if a girl reaches into my DMs and be like, hey, want to fuck? And I'm like, are you pretty? Who knows where that goes? But you can paint any picture you want, I guess. So I have no idea what she's going for. I don't know what the point of that is, of me digging up any girl that I am friends with on Instagram over the past 10 years. That doesn't seem like journalism.
I don't know when Insider got kind of into this game, but I know that they were, I believe, I'm pretty sure that they were the ones who wrote the Dobrik stuff. And I believe there was something about, or maybe Jake Paul was the New York Times. I don't know, but I know
the Jake Paul one, I don't think there's any truth. That's what I'm saying. Who knows? There's nothing, I haven't done anything wrong, or there's nothing I'm ashamed of. There's nothing of that ilk. But you can, if you get DMs of me saying like sexual shit to a girl when we're going back and forth and she paints it her way, who knows? I have a lot of girls who reached out being like, this is bullshit. What's going on? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, it's going to drop one of these days, right?
I'm sure she's doing the amount of research she is doing on my personal life is crazy.
She's going deep. All right, here's Elio. He's in. Mr. Rice.
What up? How you doing?
There he is.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What's up? What's going on? What do you need me for?
Well, we were just talking about the hit piece. We were talking about the interview you did. If you could kind of expand on your 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if he's trying to set me up for something. I know
I'm
that.
not. I'm not. Ed, this is all Eddie.
Okay, so I was in the Bahamas in my cabana, and a girl texted me.
How they even get your number?
I thought you must have sent it. I have no idea.
That's crazy. This lady is like CIA, FBI. I don't know how she got in touch with Hammy. I was just telling him.
Oh wow. So it was a Business Insider. So I figured it had to do something with all the shit you're doing, the stocks and all that fun stuff. So I said, yeah, call me. I'm sitting in the cabana. Call me. Fine. I'll take the interview. And so she asked me like 20 questions.
Were any of them were any of them leading like in a negative light?
I mean, now thinking about it, probably not, but there could have been one or two, but I said all good things. So I mean, I don't know what she pulled out of that. So I mean, I'm sure you can twist my words around. I'm sure there's a way to do that. Yeah.
I'm going to read this thing, and then Elio's going to crucify me. He's going to be like,
"Oh yeah, no, all I said was good things. Everything I said was good."
Well,
so she twisted around.
Yeah, we'll read it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I told her to send it.
We'll see.
I told her to send it to me when it was done. That was it. That was my only thing that I asked for, and everything I said was good. So I'm not worried about it.
We'll see. Hopefully, I got enough on my.
And then I'm on vacation, and you guys are all saying, "Oh, I fell for the hit piece." How the fuck? How am I supposed to know about that?
I mean, I would have given you a heads up probably. Hey, a lady's going to call you. She's calling everybody she follows, enemies. And it's never good. She's starting every interview with, hey, do you not want to be on the record? So you can just trash them with no name to it. I'm going to have every anonymous quotes in here is probably going to be Elio. Like, oh, he lost me the 3 horse and fucking 4 years ago, anonymous.
No. Everything I said was good. If she twists my words around, then she's a goddamn magician, because there's no way. Everything I said.
You know what? Even so, the amount of how mean he was to you a couple months ago about your picks, maybe he deserves it, Elio.
He put me in the poorhouse, this guy.
I mean, listen, gambling's gambling, but I will everything I said I meant. So if she turns it around on me, whatever.
Let's hope. No, I mean, I got enough people, with best friends like that. I got enough people coming at me in that article. It's going to be 100 people who hate me and Elio quoted in that.
Everything I'm going to say, every time somebody calls me, I'm going to say, no comment. Call Dave. That's all I'm going to say from now on. No comment.
It's probably like, yeah, you ever met any of the girls or anything like that? He's like probably going through everything.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm sure. I've heard, like, do you think he disrespects women and this and that? No, he took this girl here.
Absolutely. One of the things I do remember saying was that your CEO was like the best thing you ever did. So like, everything I said, I'm not worried about it. I'd like to see this article.
Yeah, I'd like to see it too. How was it hit me? How the hell did you get my number? I don't know. Why do we just lose your voice too? And I know how it works, Eddie. It doesn't matter what's said in this. Tony's Pizza will frame the thing because Elio's name is in it. It could be like a vile hit piece, but if it says Elio and Bernoni and Tony's Pizza, it'll be framed right in the front.
Of course, I think I'm doing good for you, and then I'm on vacation. I got 40 texts saying you fell for a hit piece. Okay, yeah.
Elio, are you excited for the Derby?
What's going on? His voice, he's underwater now, Eddie.
It's like you put it down or something. Can you lift your phone up or whatever you're on?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you couldn't hear you for a second.
Oh, okay.
Now you can't hear him again.
You can't hear him?
Now you can.
I'll stay right here. I'm excited about the Derby. I really, really like a horse.
It's not Rapoli's horse, is it?
No.
He likes his horse.
This horse. I have a tip. I got an inside tip from one of the assistant trainers. Unbelievable. It is this horse. I mean, we might need to take out a Bitcoin for whatever you're doing. Remember, you always said you were never going to get into Bitcoin. You said you didn't know what the hell it was doing. Now everybody's asking me what's your friend doing with Bitcoin? I don't know what a Bitcoin is.
Don't worry. It's above your pay grade.
Bitcoin. You said you weren't going to get into it.
I was in it already, and I sold it, and I bought one.
Oh, whatever. That's the. It used to be like, who does Dave like this? Now it's, what is he doing with a Bitcoin? I don't know. I have no clue what a Bitcoin is. So I'm a pizza maker. All right, Mr. Ice, not a Bitcoin
/ deep throat.
Yeah, exactly. I actually hope I did say some negative shit. Unbelievable.
All right. Well, I'll see you get in Thursday.
Oh yeah. I love a horse. I love a horse.
Eddie, how are you going to allow this to go on? You can't hear him.
Because he's like a train. Once he starts slow, but once he gets going, you can hear him,
But you can't hear him.
He's in the basement of Tony's. This is the best it's going to get.
Can you hear me now?
just give us the course. Give us the horse, and then we'll.
No, I don't want to know the horse yet.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay, fine. That's fine with me. All right.
Well, guys, is that all you need from me?
Yeah. Thank you,
Thursday.
Elio.
You get in Thursday night, right?
Yeah, Thursday night.
All right.
I'll see you.
Thanks, Elio.
I'm curious to see this article too. You couldn't hear what he was saying, but
Mr. Ice.
he'll talk. You get him going. He's like Chunk from Goonies. He'll tell you his life story. You just pull out a couple things.
That was Chunk's move.
Dave may not eat anything but pizza, sushi, and takeout. They know me. But for everyone else, you got to try Trifecta. You look good naked. What? If you're trying to look good naked, check out Trifecta Nutrition. I got to start working out. It's the best meal prep on earth. All Trifecta's meals plans are created by chefs, nutritionists to help people get in the best shape of their lives. My mom actually got me this for my birthday. So that's good. You don't have to suffer to eat healthy. It's convenient, save time rather than spending hours in meal prep. That's why I don't cook. I don't like the prep or the cleanup. Stick to nutritional goals, science-backed nutrition, quality food, fresh, never frozen, farm to fork supply chain. It's a great way. Shop meal plans get 40% off with the code Dave. Shop meal plans get 40% off the code with Dave. When you get to my age, you have to start eating good. You just have to. It's the meal prep elite athletes and elite bloggers use. Meal plans that fit people's lifestyles, vegan, paleo, keto, and more. So you need it. It makes a big difference. You are what you eat.
The keto.
So Trifecta Nutrition.
Trifecta Nutrition. Go hop in.
40% off with the code Dave.
Other stuff that's going on. The Elon Musk thing obviously was everywhere.
Yep. So, and Bitcoin, I did buy one Bitcoin. It is interesting. I like Elon. I he's obviously brilliant. But Tesla, they bought all this Bitcoin. He pumps it. He's probably the most influential guy when it comes to stocks, crypto. If he says something, the stock moves dramatically, or the coin moves. He calls himself Master Coin. So, he's been pumping Doge, Bitcoin, and Tesla bought Bitcoin, just put it on the balance sheet, sold it, made a shit ton of money. They still have a lot of it. But when you really think, it's crazy. Like, it's a car company that's investing, acting like an investment house. So, they didn't make money with cars, but they made a shit ton with Bitcoin. Like, if it was up to me, would I do that with Penn? Yeah, I would. It's not up to me, but I would.
Don't they do, solar paneling or some shit, too, Tesla? They have a lot of shit.
It's like, I mean, Amazon does a ton of shit, so I guess. But you think of, at least I do, I think of Tesla as a energy car company, But they're buying and trading coins. It's crazy. It's a crazy world.
Have you talked to him since? Or was it just
I've never directly spoken with Elon. That was the only choice. It is interesting that he responded. To me, that means it kind of hit home with him a little bit. And, it's good. I like, anytime Elon tweets at me, it's good.
So you've talked with his people, but not with him?
Yeah, correct.
I mean, any possibility we could get a sit down, get him on the show?
I'd love to.
That?
But, I mean, I'll try to DM him right now. I don't think he'll get back to me.
Yeah, let's try to do that. Let's try to get. I mean, that would be fucking huge.
It'd be amazing.
And I think people want to sit down with you too. So I don't know. That's a whole thing. And the Bitcoin people did that. Were they mad after that? Or
he doesn't follow me.
Elon doesn't?
No.
On Twitter or Instagram?
Nowhere.
That'll
I don't believe. He's told me to run for president. He did that, but he does not follow me. No, he doesn't follow me.
So he's aware of you at least. I mean, he knows you.
Is he? I don't know. You don't even know, is he running his own? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Keep a pin in that if you're keeping track at home. A little political this week, Dave.
With
last week, I should say.
Yeah, Ben.
That
Shapiro?
and you had a comment about Joe Biden. So
Yeah, the Biden comment to me is not political. That's wallet wise. Like, the stock market tanked, and people say it's political, but you got to go back. When I bought like Baba, the Chinese Amazon, and Trump threatened China, I mean, I was in his asshole. Same thing, being like, what the fuck is wrong? So that's not political. That's my portfolio talking. Obviously, in the vacuum, people can take it whoever. I guarantee you, though, if anyone's criticized, oh, of course, it's Biden. I did the same thing with fucking Trump. Same exact when he fucked with Alibaba. So to me, you got to take the whole picture. The Ben Shapiro, huge audience. Huge. And people always say dance around this, and I do. I'm on both sides. I want to reach new, huge audience. To me, that's an opportunity. Like, that's a top 10 podcast in the world. And he was nice. It wasn't overly political. And it was a good interview in my mind. I got to say my piece, and he ran it, and it was about me. So, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity 100 out of 100 times.
And the perception was he seemed pretty nice off and everything?
Yeah, people who listen to it say the same thing, which is true. It's like you can't separate being political if you are seen or interact with somebody like Ben Shapiro. There's truth to that. That's a shame. That's a shame. If you listen to it, you don't come across at all being like Dave was political. You don't. And he wasn't hitting me on political issues either.
Did you get the sense that he's kind of like Skip Bayless? Like he doesn't?
No, he's political. It's just as much like Tucker Carlson when I do stuff with him. He knows I'm not. I wouldn't agree to do these things if it's just going to be political. I fucking got invited to speak at the Michigan Republican conference. Like the head of the Michigan Republican, it's like DeSantis, who is probably, I think, right now the favorite to be Republican nominee for president. Like he's going to be there. All these people, they want me to be like a keynote speaker. I don't do that.
So you said no.
Correct.
Can we get you on the other side's podcast? Can you get on, Maddow or whoever the fuck?
Well, I did Cuomo, right, on CNN once. He invited me. I went. CNBC at one point. I'll do anything. And we've tried. But they haven't invited me.
Is it confirmed that Cuomo got scared away or no? Or just you haven't been back?
Oh, I just don't think I've been in the news.
Yeah. In
a way that they'd have me back on.
Yeah.
But even if you look at that interview with Cuomo versus like what I do with Tucker and the Ben Shapiro one, and I'm a big boy, can handle my own. Cuomo was far more like confrontational. Like he was coming at me kind of. The other guys don't. I don't care either way, but that's how I'm perceived, and that's fine.
Well, yeah, that's a perception against you. He has to do that because, it's, you're seen as a Republican. Like
100%.
If you go on these people's shows, it's going to happen.
Yep. But again, it for me overall does far more good for our brand. The people who don't like me or don't like our brand, unfortunately, their mind is going to be almost impossible to change their minds. It really is. You give them 100, they want 1,000. The other people like us. It's a huge audience. Huge audience.
But it is uncharted territory. Like you've never had. Don't get me wrong. You've always done big shit in Barstool. You've always gone with your gut, like you say in the interview. I watched it, but
so did you think the interview was political?
No, I know. Of course there were like little chunks, and of course the things that he clipped were the political parts. I don't know if you noticed that.
Not really.
Like the Trump broken brain stuff was like clipped, and that was but that's the game, I guess, right?
Right.
But
no, even if you look at something like that, what I said, and clearly let's use Dan, who hated that I did the Trump thing. Like, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he would agree with that. I thought Trump just broke a lot of people's brains who ordinarily would be like, we like Barstool, and they just got so broken by not positively, negatively. So, to me, there was nothing revolutionary. I say things, I saw one clip. It's like I said, the NBA, I think, is the most likely to be successful, which is the exact opposite of what a lot of people and conservatives will say because they don't like all the politics. But I think David Silver's a genius. So, and I like the way they handle social media and things like that. Again, my overall with always, it's a broken record with politics. The two main points, I'll talk to anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. And nobody knows what I'm going to answer based on political agenda. I say what I think, and those people like Dave does what he thinks best for his wallet. True, generally. And I'm fucking very socially liberal.
Shout out to David Silver, commissioner of the NBA.
Yeah, he's the best commissioner.
Yep. David, what's your favorite part about David Silver?
Well, he's the first to embrace gambling. He's the first really to wildly embrace like social media, sharing highlights. I think he's brilliant. The one thing I said in the interview, which is true, I don't think any of the leagues. What are you laughing at?
David Stern, Adam Silver.
Oh, you're playing with me now.
I'm sorry. I was, yes.
Okay, Rico. Can we talk about that?
That's on the list. We could talk. Let's do a few more things and we'll get to it. Okay?
Yeah.
The cover of the magazine.
Brilliant. Loved it.
Pretty cool.
I was excited. I've been in that magazine before. It's a big magazine in Nantucket. It is the magazine of record in Nantucket, N Magazine. So I've been in it before. They asked me to do it again, and I just say, like, listen, I can only do it if it's a cover. I can't be an inside guy anymore. Like, come on, I'm big enough. And he's like, yep, we're down with that. First one of the season. So I did the shoot, I don't know, probably like 8 months ago. I was in my pool. Very happy. It was a proud moment for me. I'm not lying. I loved it.
That's pretty cool. Did you know it was going to be so long?
Till it was featured?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't do it. They don't put it out in the winter.
Ah, okay.
So that was the first one of the season.
I take it Renee was kind of pumped too.
She was happy. I sent it to her.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like your spot.
It is.
That's
it
pretty.
Used to be, at least.
Is that would be like a Swampscott, Dave Portnoy Field? Like that's up there for you, huh?
Yeah. I've never had a cover. I love Nantucket. It's my favorite spot on earth. So yeah, it was cool to see it. It's a milestone. I've never been on the cover of anything.
Nice. Well, good for you, Dave. That's great. Let's talk about Slick here for a second, Dave, and then we can get into some of the Rico stuff. This is Club, what did Davey Sangria? Club Sangria? Was that what it was?
Club Sangria.
These will be big.
What are they?
They're Slick, so they are a freeze pop liquor infused.
Ooh, I love
freeze
that.
Pop. Yeah.
They're freeze pops?
Mm-hmm. Yep, liquor infused.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Scoop up a box of 2 or 10 at your local Walmart. I told Gaz to ask Paul. He's in there, right?
Yeah, he's here. He was here.
I asked him to get these for Miami. He couldn't find them.
They're here. They're advertising on the show.
I am going to load up my houses. Awesome. Freeze Pups, spirited. So basically, freeze pups that get you a little bit tipsy. I love it. Go to Slick Spirited Ice, SLIQ, spiritdice.com. That's right. What a name.
Yeah, so right? Slick, SLIQ.
SlickSpiritedIce.com. SLIQ SpiritedIce.com. We got to get these. Get all our salespeople. I'm writing a note right now. I want these in my freezer. Perfect.
Love it. Beautiful. There you go, Slick. We're in the game.
Yep.
They got agave flavor here. They got classic margarita. They got strawberry margarita. They got rum flavors. Go to the website. Go check it out. Swap your typical summer cocktail or seltzer with Slick Spirited Ice. Scoop up a box or 2 or 10, whatever you want, at your local Walmart or liquor store and load your freezer up for the upcoming weekend. Just know that once you Slick, sipping will never be the same. To learn more, go to slickspiritice.com. This ad has been brought to you by 21 Holdings, LLC in West Chicago, Illinois. Must be 21 and up to purchase and consume. Please drink responsibly.
I'm putting right now a note. Can we make sure I get these? Okay, great.
Beautiful, Slick. Go check it out. All right, so we'll start with Rico. Which part of Rico? Are we talking dozen or are we talking about the bench mob dinner?
I don't know about the bench mob dinner. I'm talking about the dozen. You took them back, huh?
No, we haven't made a decision. It's are you willing if we choose you, or will you do it? Will you be there? I'll be in New York next week.
What is this? A Western standoff? What if I say yes and you say no?
No. I
Are
was
you
told,
offering me the spot?
No, I was told you had a potential.
Are you offering me the spot? I know what you were told.
Yes.
Are you offering me the spot?
Clem and I need to hold a press conference. We need to know that you would do it first.
No. I need to know that you'd pick me first.
Well, now I'm getting nervous because I can't ruin the locker room unless if I
Ruin
know.
the locker room. He left you on an island. He left you swinging in the breeze.
I know he did. He did. He certainly did. And like we're
If
very.
I say yes, will you pick me? Am I in?
I
Is
have
it my decision.
I have my vote. I know what I want to do, but I need to know that you'll do it first before I do this.
Does that mean yes?
I need to know if
This you're setting me up for embarrassment.
No, listen.
If I say yes and then you take Rico in this press conference, that's the end of Barstool.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What do you mean? You could fucking host the thing if you wanted to tomorrow.
I don't want to host. I heard crickets for weeks. I said, I'm willing to replace. No one said anything to me.
I heard you had a potential conflict. I
know what the conflict is, but
Yes.
I didn't put much weight into it because I haven't been picked.
Okay, so if I hold this press conference, can you confirm that you'll play if we pick you?
If I'm being told in the press conference that I will be announced as the player.
Okay, so you want like a leak beforehand? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're asking.
You haven't told me who you're picking.
We didn't know we were going to make it until yesterday, to be fair.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be pre-vote because people were voting. They didn't know who they were voting for.
Yes, and a lot of people were like, tell us if Dave's in or not because this
I don't know if I'm in.
Well,
this is something that I don't think a star player would be treated like this.
Will you play or
not?
not?
The answer should be I'll push Rico into oncoming traffic if you're willing to sign with us.
Yes, we're very interested in signing you, but I can't run the risk of being like, hey, Dave, do you want to play? It's like, oh, no, actually, see you later. I'm going to fucking catch.
The tournament's what, Monday, Tuesday?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I will be in New York City.
Okay. All right. Look out for the press conference. It's coming to you soon. Is that a fair answer?
You haven't answered anything.
We got drumming it up here. Keeping the suspense. Were you upset that you didn't go to the bench mob dinner at Luger's?
No.
No interest?
None.
Is it Gonzaga hate or just?
Well, no, it's not Gonzaga hate. But I did not care about that.
How was Rough and Rowdy?
I thought Rough and Rowdy was one of our better overall shows. And I think I'm rejuvenated. We got we got the Jose Canseco bump, I feel like, to a degree. We had, 45,000 pay-per-views. That's a big one. No headliner. Very good show. Very good card. A lot of talented people. And there's a couple things I think we can do to really get this thing big. Bobby Lang, the heavyweight champion of the world. We got to market him better, look for better opponents for him, and maybe juice the pot. I think moving forward, I'm going to do $10,000 bonus to knock out of the night. So there's some things we can do, but I thought it was a good event. Listen, for what, $20? Way better than what you got out of the Jake Paul event.
I definitely agree. When you said the Bobby Lang thing, I'm happy you said that because when he's on the card, I'm instantly more interested.
Yeah, and the guy he fought didn't really let him fight. It
was tough.
It wasn't a aesthetically pleasing fight, but I like it. I like where we're at.
My guy Luigi.
Very funny. Very funny. Dan Sanvito, the torpedo, looked like he was fighting underwater with his eyes. Hilarious.
I thought it was really good too. Obviously, the main event wasn't great, which I think we could say. But what are you going to do?
That little guy is a monster. He's like the strongest little guy of all time.
He's very good. So
to me, Bobby Lang should always be the main event. He's a heavyweight champ. He's never lost, and we gotta build up. He's a character. I'm gonna work on getting him an opponent that could put him in real jeopardy. But he's gonna start getting more money now.
Well, perfect storm, perfect world here is that one of these wrestlers were watching Swoggle, and then they challenge him, right?
Yeah. I don't see that happening, but at least I haven't heard anything. But yes,
no, was so this is the second highest. Can we say that?
Yeah, just about. I think we've had others in that neighborhood, but yeah.
Oh, nice, but that's the first one, like West Virginia, no fans and everything, not a headlining Barstool opponent.
It was right. I can't wait to get fans back, but it was Pete's got the thing down really tight with tech. Obviously, Caleb and Roan are both geniuses. We brought in KB and Nick. That was good. I think me, Dan, Robbie have a good flow. I thought it was a very good event.
Did you like KB and Nick? A lot of people reached out. They didn't feel like you were into. I don't know. A lot of people had questions about that, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
I said this to Devlin after. I don't know that they translate if you're not a Barstool fan, and I guess most people are, but then you also, in my mind, have like the Conseco people may just want, like they're more, I think Caleb and Roan's like interviews translate no matter what. If you didn't pre-existing know who KB and Nick were, I wasn't sure it translated as much.
Okay.
I think it's very fun if you know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
when
thought
they interviewed like the ring person, if you don't like know that, it's very funny if you know what's going on.
Yeah, that guy, was he? Did you answer to that after the guy who holds the ropes?
But no, I just, that was what I was worried with them a little bit. Like that you need the background to get it. But I could be wrong.
The ending with Frank was very funny. But like I said, I'm too close too, so I can't answer your question.
So that's what I sometimes think. It's like if you're not Barstool, and obviously it's our event, but we just came off Conseco and we see a bump. So that was my only concern. You should be able, in my mind, to watch Rough and Rowdy and not know what Barstool is and pretty much get every joke or think everything's funny universally.
Mm-hmm. You launched an NFT, or Barstool launched an NFT, I should say.
Yeah, the pizza. So this was just, we're probably late to the NFT game. But we have 2 pizza reviews. This one's ready to go. And the little twist on it, I think right now it's at $15,000, which is a lot for an NFT. I don't know what it'll end at. And this is also spurred if people are buying these cards. That's a collectible, and NFT is a collectible, same thing. And this could have a lot of value. It could be one of those things. You look down the road, we don't do many of them, and in 5 years, it's worth $100,000. Who knows? I really think, if I understand NFTs, I don't think we're going to be flooding the market. We'll put out a few they could appreciate. And then the twist, whoever wins it gets to pick a game, bet it, and if the game wins, we'll give you your money back. So you keep your bet winnings, and if it loses, you just pay for the NFT. So it's a nice little twist.
So you used the famous pizza review with the armless artist, I believe it is, in Miami. Was there anything else being considered?
The one with the pizza review with a lot of people that like kept coming in, plastic machine. And of course, if it works, then you can, like, Dan could probably do, he could do the piss dogs, that one, different little ones. But, if you start selling them, get 15, 20, maybe more, and then bets, it could be a cool little thing. So who knows? It was just something we had to try. It wasn't overly difficult to set up.
Yeah, it's like you say. It's like you want to be, if there's something going on, you want to have a seat at the table. So
and again, a lot of this is based on how much my signature has been going for an autograph. This is just a collectible, except instead of there being a lot of the other ones, if you believe in the NFT market, there's only going to be one of these. So it really could go up. Who knows?
When's the bidding over? Did you say that? Sorry.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? Okay.
Thursday night. It's one of the nights.
Regardless. And I messed it. I meant to say during Rough and Rowdy, I'm sure you saw it yesterday, Gruen versus Nadeau. Is that a possibility?
I haven't seen that.
No? So
I saw Gruen want to fight.
Gruen wants to fight. Nadeau started chirping at him. They started going back and forth about things.
That would be a good fight.
So you'd be interested
in favor of that.
Okay. Gruen didn't seem too interested, but
I thought Gruen was the one who started. Maybe he wants a bigger name.
He wants something different. But he said if you would be down for it, he would do it. Like, he was pretty reliant on, like, yeah, he would be down if Dave was down. So you would be down for Gruen.
That fight would be interesting, yes.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Gruen did say he would do it, but he wanted a, quote, fat bag if it was Nadeau. But otherwise, he wants to fight Jaden.
Well, Jaden's not going to fight.
That's what I said. But he said he'd do Nadeau if it was a fat bag.
Yeah, well, there's not going to be a fat bag for that fight. I mean, and I'm just saying that because that's not going to sell a ton of pay-per-views, I don't think.
Unless if he could get
Nadeau could sell 25 shirts, so I don't think he's selling like a ton of pay-per-views.
Fair enough. You tweeted the other day, when you die, you want to come back as Ben Mintz.
Yeah, I try not to do favorism, but I saw him be like, "Hey, I'm going on vacation." Keep that to yourself. Like nobody, like if you go on vacation, quietly go on vacation. Don't let the world know you go on vacation, because then everyone's vacation. You haven't been here that long, Ben. And we let him do whatever he wants, and he's building this, following in Mississippi, and that's great. And Lane Kiffin, but like you're not making a cent yet for the company. Not in a negative. He's out there working. I'm not saying that, but people who know me, you're going on vacation that you planned before COVID? What? COVID's been going on for a year and a half. You had you planned a vacation, or he's just saying they had one, now they rescheduled it. Whatever the case may be, when you've worked at, has Ben been with us a year? Doubtful.
No, there's no way, because
Saints, he started I remember football. I thought it was a bad luck. So the end of football season. So I don't know. If you haven't been with a company for a year, should be publicly broadcasting how excited you are to go on vacation when his life kind of seems like a vacation. I wouldn't. So I chirped him.
I didn't know how to read that, to be honest with you.
That was a chirp.
Okay.
What do you mean you don't know how to read it? He says he's going on vacation. I'm like, what a life.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know if it was actually like, whoa, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, or just like, wow, like some people you find humor within that. Like if Balls tweeted that, you would find that funny.
I don't know. Ball's been around longer. People know. Listen, it is kind of workplace office 101. Maybe Gaz is the king of it, or one of them, or who. There's probably other people. Feidelberg certainly knows. Like, don't draw attention to yourself. Caleb managed to live in Greece, I think, for 2 months before I knew what was going on. And I almost don't like giving our own people a playbook. And a big company, people allowed vacation, get vacation days. He hasn't been there for a cup of coffee, fine. But don't say it. Just get approval for it through however, whatever. Go on vacation, come back, do your stuff. I won't even know you're gone.
That's underrated is one of the funniest things about everything. So Za approves vacation, is that right?
He used to. I don't know if he still does. He'd just come in with his little book. He'd be like, he's going on vacation. Like, fine. I'm pretty loosey-goosey with just get your work done, expect in content, create audience, work hard. And I think Mincy does, and he's trying to work hard. He's trying to come up with stuff. So I'm not on him or anything, but do you have to broadcast you're going on vacation already?
How about that? That was a come down, a pick me up. He did have Lane Kiffin on his after dinner mints. They want you and Big Cat in the sip.
I mean, he's wanted that forever. That's great, and hopefully we get there. Again, he is doing. He's cultivating the southern Louisiana. He loves going out there. He will. Again, I like Mint, so I'm not down on Mincy. I think he works hard, but he does love saying, I'm really building this audience in Louisiana, and they love us, and we're going down there. It's huge. I've been asked to be part of this parade and this and that. Great, 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 great. Let's start making some money here.
Fair enough. This just came through, so we probably don't have anything on it graphics-wise or anything. I don't even know if we need it, but it sounds like DraftKings struck a deal with the Levitard Show for $50 million.
Saw that. Crazy. Someone tweeted about the deal that Penn... It's crazy. 50 mil. DraftKings obviously is a very real company. They're going to be around forever. FanDuel. They're not going to make money forever. The way they spend money is insane, and it's a gold rush. And it's a lot in my mind like the dot-com boom. People are just spending, and how long can it go on? It can probably go on for a long time, but some of these companies are going to start falling by the wayside, and because you just can't spend like this. We, Barstool, I think this speaks to what makes us so effective. We don't have to spend. And the deal that Penn did with Barstool will go down, no joke, as one of the greatest acquisitions probably in the last 100 years for business. It's brilliant. We set the market. That's what happened. $450 million, I've said before, that's what Chernin asked for. They said name a price, we picked it. I think a lot of people, and by the way, it was way more than anybody else was offering. DraftKings, FanDuel, we couldn't get a $100 million offer from FanDuel, which in hindsight is insane. And I think that everybody and this is no different than the Chernin deal. It's crazy. I tweeted this. 2 deals that will go down as unicorn deals was Chernin with us and then Penn with us. People underestimate what we do. Now, the good thing is there is no other us. but we set the market and we helped take Penn from a $2 billion market cap to $20 billion in 1 year. I just saw a stat with the second best performing stock on the stock market this year, and that's even after this recent dip. We set the market of everything else being wildly overpriced. So it's crazy. And per usual, we're probably all wildly underpaid.
Now, I know you're happy with where you are and you're in a good spot. You're enjoying your life. But is there a sense where if there was like a competitor, like if someone gave someone else a deal like we got, where Barstool could have got a lot more in a sense?
We couldn't have gotten a lot more. People always ask me about this churning. People weren't beating down our door. Like, the churning guys are fucking negotiators. They don't get bad deals. So it was a good deal, but we just blew away what people were thinking would happen. We reset the market. It's no different like an athlete. A great pitcher signs a contract and then sets the market and things go, and you look and you'll go back. It's like, whoa, I don't know. You want to pick a guy. I'm just throwing it out there who could be ever, but say like Tom Brady or whoever it is, and like in 3 years, it's like, wow, he's like the 15th best paid quarterback because the market's gone. That's kind of what happened with us. I never forget Kearns, who I like, at the end of our churning deal, basically being like, next time I should be your agent. Like, because subtly being like, you should have been making way more. And I should be making way more now, and probably all of us should be. But we signed the contract, and who knows what will be. And I'm not as greedy probably as people think. I never dreamed I'd be here. But it is, you look around, it's like, whoa, Le Batard's getting that much fucking money? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if that happens first, like, there's got to be some type of
I don't
leverage.
know. There's still that stigma with us.
Yeah, that's true.
And, I've always said it. Like, and I said it when we were doing the deal, when I met with every single gambling company. And I always said the same way. It's like, you don't have to believe me. It's my company. But whoever doesn't do this deal is going to regret it. Like, I'm not 50% convinced or 70% that we are going to make a huge difference. I know for a fact. And people are going to look back and be like, oh, I regret that we didn't do this. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Nobody knows how powerful and big we are, not to toot our own horn, till you're in it. There's nothing like us.
And I don't even think you know, too. Like, to this extent, that fast.
No, I didn't know that. If you told me the stock would be like 95 and stuff like that, I didn't know that. And there's no way to predict what happened in finance and COVID, and it was a huge year for us. But it's a 20-year story. It's a 20-year story, and it's so diverse. And am I really big? Yup. But we have a bunch of me's. Like, we really do. Like Dan, PFT, Call Her Daddy, Chiclets, KFC, and Minuteman's fucking huge. People don't get it. It's not like you're getting a true media behemoth. And not only that, forget the personalities. We do social media just about better than anybody else. Gaz and his team. So you just don't get it. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yeah, like, and that's something too. Like, it really is. And don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying Chicago or whoever's in that echelon, but like, it is a slap in the face sometimes. And it's like, yeah, of course you're the king. But like, there's a lot of other shit that happens too. Like you said, social media and stuff.
100%. 100%. Casey does well. There is. We've gone through different iterations. It's funny because when part of my take was really popping off, people would be like, well, if they left, that's the end of the company. Like, people just, there's no single person, I don't even think, including me. I'm out in Miami. The company has grown to what we want it to be. It's a media company that if someone leaves, it's fine. Next man up, you go. So, yeah, I agree with that. And we just get, whether it's the negative shit, whether it's my personality, whatever it may be, people have never given us credit. Maybe now they see what we did. They don't give it credit how many people actually like us and how, prevalent we are everywhere.
Yeah. And that's not even a knock on. I think Le Batard has a big fan base too, and a lot of people
100%.
Really like
Le Batard's the real deal. And he could be worth $50 million. But we're probably, in hindsight, we should have been sold. If we were sold now at true value, seeing what everybody else gets, like I remember what Simmons got, what, $200 million or something?
Yeah.
To me, that's more outrageous.
Yeah, for his whole library.
To me, that's more outrageous.
Rogan got 100 for his whole library.
Yeah. we should have been in the billions. Like honestly.
Do you I mean, I don't know. There was that report too I saw. Is it next year they could get in for 50%?
Yeah, I didn't totally understand that. I mean, I think the common belief is Penn will, at the end of like 3 years, will own 100%.
Oh, really?
I think that's the way I understand it.
Interesting. All right. That's pretty much all I got, unless if you got anything else here.
No.
Well, unless you want to do listener emails, we're kind of long. We could if you want.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, sweet. We'll carry those over for next week, and then we'll probably record in studio next week, so that'll be nice.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week. We will see you then.